Hey Libra, it's me, Alex, and I'm here to bring you guys your weekly tarot. I hope you guys are doing well. Let's see what God in the universe has for you, Libra. I feel like you guys are tied up, knotted up, almost like that Eight of Swords energy. That feels, yeah, knotted up. You're not thinking clearly, Libra. That's what I'm getting. Your thoughts are in knots. Oh, Lord. Well, that makes sense. Two of Swords. I meant the Two of Cups, but I said the Two of Swords, and then the Two of Swords follows. Eight of Cups. Yeah, you're knotted up. There you are as Justice and the Queen of Pentacles. I do kind of feel like you leveling out, things ending fairly, and also stability returns. I feel like that Seven of Swords is you being deceitful or someone being deceitful, whereas, you know, they're trying to pretend like it's over, I'm done, I'm leaving, but then they're like, what you doing? Right? What you doing? Right? It's almost like they're ignoring what's good about this connection. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Angels just said to me that whomever you're dealing with, whatever it is that you're dealing with, you had a run-in with abandonment, meaning this person might have left you a couple of times. Maybe the person you're dealing with is pretending like they're going to leave you. They have left you a couple of times. They keep throwing it up in your face that they're going to leave you. And I feel like that's what's causing you to not really think clearly. Not only not think clearly, but it's almost like you're not really trusting this situation. But stability will return, and I'm being nosy with the Magician. I feel like maybe you or your person is praying for things to kind of quote unquote level out. Okay, good. Eight of Cups, there's a lot of love here. There's a lot of love here. And I feel like maybe somebody's taking that for granted, right? They're taking it for granted. They're leaving a lot of cups on the table. Yeah, I kind of feel like, again, somebody keeps, it's almost like this person threatening that they're going to leave or walk away is getting in between you having a day with your happiness, or you having a day in the sun. Angels are also saying too, this is making you incredibly insecure. Interesting. Three of Cups, King of Cups, Page of Pentacles, Four of Swords, Mama, and the Four of Wands, and the Queen of Wands. Yeah, when somebody gets angry, they start, oh, okay. Okay, here's what I heard. It's almost like they do this at the wrong time. It feels like when you finally get comfortable in love, when you finally have established a very healthy connection, then this deceit starts, and it interrupts your happiness and your joy. So I feel like right now, the Sun card, it's almost like you taking time to yourself to reignite the spark in whatever the situation is. And it's almost like you have blocked this person out. You don't want to necessarily hear their offer, their apology, you know, their pleading, how we're going to make this better, how we're going to do this better. It's almost like you need to rest and kind of rejuvenate yourself. You had issues with your mother abandoning you. It's right here, by the way. Queen of Pentacles is the Queen of Stability. The Queen of Wands is exciting and beautiful and lusty and passionate, right? So I kind of feel like that's what's also causing your insecurity, because you know, the Whitney Houston, I am every woman, the old Shaka Khan, I'm every woman, regardless of gender. But I really do feel like you found your perfect person. They're very stable. They're very practical. They make you feel secure, right? Like when things are going great, you feel hella secure. When things are not going great, you feel a little maybe temporary. You feel a little, you know, almost like maybe insecure. Angels just said insecure. We're going to call the Queen of Wands insecure. I wouldn't tag her as insecure, but my angels are saying it's almost like when things are good, you're stable. When things are bad, you're hell on wheels. You know, you may start calling up exes and going to see this one and that one as I'm sitting here looking at the Ace of Wands, right? But the Queen of Wands is also very beautiful, very dynamic, very passionate. But also at the same time, she's also attractive. So that's why I feel like, again, you feel like you have the best of both worlds. You have somebody who's stable, but also somebody who you may feel is just incredibly beautiful. That's also what makes you insecure, because the stability says they don't need you, right? They don't need your money. They don't need you to help them be stable. Queen of Pentacles is independent, okay? I feel like their independence and also their beauty to an extent is what's causing this insecurity. At least that's what you think. What's causing the true insecurity, the root of it are your mommy issues and your mother leaving, or you being pulled away from your mom, maybe at an early age, maybe between the ages of 3 and 7, right? Angels are asking me to ask you all, you know, do this carefully and also safely, right? Don't go to work and do it. Don't do it in traffic. But see if you can go back between the ages of 3 and 7 and figure out what traumatic experience you had with your mom and your mom leaving or your mom making an exit. What I'm also hearing too is also once you do this, right? Number one, it's probably going to trigger the shit out of you. But after you do that, see if you can understand why. Was your mom strung out, or was she on drugs, or, you know, was the neighborhood really bad, or did she have to leave you with your grandma to go work and make, you know what I mean? Try to really humanize her to understand why she did what she did. And then once you are done, forgive her and forgive yourself. Okay? You always forgive yourself, because if the incident happened when you were between 3 and 7, and say, for instance, you're 37 now, that means that you've been carrying it around for somewhere of, you know, 30 to 34 years. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, see if you can kind of go back and figure out when was a time in your life when you felt incredibly secure and some sort of mother figure came in and abandoned you or ripped you out of that security, as I hold the 6 of Cups, which represents inner child. Angels are saying there is some very, very tender love here. Who is that? The Force MDs? Tender love, right? No, I can't sing. But there's some incredibly tender love here, right? But I also feel like there's a bit of codependency, or it's almost like there's a certain sense of mothering that this lover gives to you. And I feel like, again, every time they threaten that they're going to walk away, it triggers you. Oh, Angel said too, some of you guys use deception and or manipulation to try to keep your person from running away from you. Ooh, 4 of Swords. I said ooh because of using deception and manipulation to keep them close. 4 swords there, 4 swords here. Yeah, I feel like you're doing a lot of thinking, which, by the way, I wouldn't have asked you to do that exercise if I didn't feel like you were capable or you were ready. I usually try to act on divine timing. So if angels suggested that, it kind of feels like whenever you watch this reading, it will be the perfect time for you to perform that exercise. Ooh-wee. We are the King of Wands. Okay, so we got 2 kings and 2 queens. The King of Wands and the Queen of Wands. Oh, Lord. Y'all start a fire up under the bed. The lovemaking is fierce. But angels are also saying too, I don't really feel like that's arguments. I just kind of feel like you guys are incredibly passionate towards each other. This is my divine partnership, by the way. The King of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. She may make more money than him, but he produces more love than she does. Right? Not produces, but he's more loving or has more love for her maybe than she has for him. Her being independent kind of says to me, her attention is sometimes split between the love of her mate and the love of her independence. Ace of Swords, Two of Swords, Page of Pentacles. Right now, angels are saying if you're not talking to your person, give them about 2 days. Okay. I feel like in about 2 days, they're going to come back to clarify what they were going through, what this Four Swords time was. And Jesus Christ, with that moon, I just heard dark night of the soul. Right? Because the moon is moodiness. Your person could be deeply emotional. Okay. Always remember, I'm referring to your person, but readings can be flipped where I may be talking about you, Libra. But somebody here was incredibly emotional, and I feel like they just needed to check out. They needed time for themselves. Seven of Pentacles, watching something grow and mature. There's that mommy thing again. So this to me, it almost kind of feels like Libras who were not raised by their biological mother. Somebody didn't stick around to watch this thing grow and mature. But yay, you got the sun card here. The sun will come out. Right now, that says to me, that's just bad singing. But that kind of says to me, this time around, whomever you're with, you guys will advance to marriage. Because here's the Justice card with the Four of Wands. Four of Wands is marriage. It's home, right? It's a stable foundation. You guys will be able to happily continue on with this situation as I flip over the Page of Cups. Yeah, there are definite inner child issues here. I feel like you're dealing with, you could be a Libra, Scorpio cusper, and you're dealing with either a Leo or Scorpio or somebody who has those two signs, either in their sun or rising position. Guys, those are just estimates. This could be for anybody, by the way, right? Yeah, your mom was very selfish. That's what it was. Yeah, she was selfish. She thought of herself first. That's the energy I'm getting off of this Queen of Wands. Yeah, so now you're having double vision. You're now looking at the person who's making you feel secure, and you're having mommy flashbacks. Good Lord. Good Lord. But Page of Cups says to me, I feel like, again, after this conversation and after this dark night of the soul, after clarification, after spending time alone, somebody's coming back stronger and more loving. Because, again, we have to get to this Four of Wands under the sun. Oh my goodness, that is so beautiful. That Page of Cups is an offer of love. It's like, listen, I was going through some things. I was incredibly moody. I was very irritable and anxious and impulsive. And, I sat and I thought about it and I thought about it again. And I know I didn't answer your calls and I apologize, but here's what I was going through. It was issues with my mom or issues with my auntie or my first girlfriend, my first love. It was the first time I had fallen deeply, deeply, deeply in love. And then it felt like I just had the world ripped from up under me because they left. And that I never healed from. I grew up and I, spent all of this time with that wound in my heart. But here's what went on. Ooh, I love that. This is a deck I received from a subscriber, the Moonology Manifestation Oracle cards. Hopefully you can see that. So I'm using them for the first time for you, Libra. Ooh, full moon in Virgo, take inspired action. Ooh, yeah. Take inspired action. I feel like that's whomever is about to go within. They're about to go within. And that Seven of Pentacles kind of says to me, this person never really grew up, right? This trauma kind of kept them, you know, stuck in that inner child space and stuck in that trauma for so many years. Ooh, new moon in Cancer. Relax. Yeah. Relaxing says to me, that's a Four of Swords, right? It's almost like they had to find a calm place, a quiet place to really go within. I also feel like what prompted this was some sort of deceit. They're tired of running. Oh, angels just said to me, they had some sort of revelation where it's like, you're damned if you do or you're damned if you don't. And I feel like just that one little comment was their aha moment, was the moment where they're like, well, shit, why I gotta be damned either way? How come things just don't go right for me, right? That's what I'm feeling somebody kind of went through. Full moon in Pisces. Forgive. Yeah, it's time to forgive and kind of heal and release yourself from this deep emotional trauma. First quarter moon in Aries, step into your power. Good Lord. God, I hear you. Yeah, I don't know if this is you, Libra, or the person that you're dealing with. Maybe you and them are not on speaking terms. Maybe there's no contact. But if this is your person, this is exactly what they're going through. And I feel like by the time you hear from them again, it's first with an explanation, second with an offer of love. Nice. I have Leo, Scorpio, Virgo, Pisces, for me as a reader, Cancer, Leo here with Sun, Taurus, and Libra, Aries, Capricorn, Libra, and also the Page of Cups is Pisces. So I have Libra, I don't have Gemini. I have Scorpio, I have Pisces, I don't have, well, the moon is Cancer. Whomever you're dealing with, Libra, is incredibly moody. Or it could be you. They're incredibly emotional. They're ripe. They're raw. They're fragile. And I feel like they just need this quiet place to go within and figure out what at their core is causing all of this deceit, this back and forth, this, you know, damned if I do, damned if I don't. All right, my lovely Libra, I'm going to go ahead and leave it here. If the reading does resonate, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. I love you. Bye.